Even as the economy begins to show signs of recovery, some people are turning to an old hobby as a way of helping their bottom lines. On Friday, Elaine Yong showed us the bounty of fresh, locally grown produce available at farmers markets. Tonight, she shows us what to do with it.
Beautiful. Delicious.
It's a bumper crop of fresh local produce, all available right now. But there is a way to enjoy the summer harvest all year round.
We have about 50 tomato plants. 50 tomato plants.
And you live in a condo.
I live in a condo, and we have a community garden. So when the tomatoes are ripe, I think I'll be doing a little canning. And so what we're going to do is I just take the seeds out of the apricots.
Personal chef Dar Woon teaches newbies how to can and preserve, and she says contrary to popular belief, it isn't complicated.
We're busy. We're working women. We're busy. We have families. We have, we're going to school, all these things. So it doesn't need to be the 8-hour affair that it might have been when our moms or grandmothers were doing canning.
I remember the first jelly I made.
Canning has been around since the Napoleonic Wars, but when mass-produced food in freezers became available, it fell by the wayside.
This is what we call.
However, the domestic art has experienced a bit of a revival in the last couple of years. Manufacturers of jars and other canning products reported sales in June were up nearly 90% from 1 year ago.
That's a nice one. It's very good.
The popularity is due to people wanting to know what's in their food, people who want to save money, people who would like to have less consumerism, so purchasing less and saving more.
Here you go, so no fear, so no fear.
In less than an hour, you could whip up a batch of fresh fig preserves, chop figs and lemon slices in a food processor, add sugar and spices, simmer for 20 minutes before pouring into clean jars. The jars don't have to be processed in boiling water if you keep them in the fridge, but even that whole boiling water thing isn't as scary as it might sound.
Not very dangerous.
Even easier, a very simple fruit vinegar.
And so I'm just going to pack the raspberries into the jar.
Heat up vinegar to boiling and pour over fresh fruit in a clean jar. No processing required.
That's it. Lid on.
That's it?
That's it.
So if you can boil water, you can can? Is that the idea here?
Well, if you can boil water and set a timer. Have to be able to set a timer. But yes.
You can can.
You can can.
Okay.
And a stovetop is important.
And if you just can't stand the heat in the kitchen, throw all that fresh produce in the freezer so you can put it up later in jams, jellies, preserves, and sauces to be enjoyed all winter. Try it once, and you may just become one of the newest converts to canning.